Denise said, well, that'll get you motivated.
Ding dong.
Welcome. Elisa Wagner is creating comfort food for the whole family shortly.
Yes, but first, Denise is here. She's been shimmying in Strictly, warbled in the West End and has even made movies. But now she's put her own pen to paper and turned writer for her one-woman play, starring who else but herself.
Ain't no man makes me feel like you do. There ain't no man, ain't no doubt. You'll never stop me from loving you. It doesn't really matter what you put me through. If it's love you want from me, then take it away.
The girl can sing,
Oh,
can't
bless
she?
you.
You really are. You're great. Because I always think of you dancing, obviously, and I remind myself just how brilliant you are doing that.
Oh, thank
On a
you. I love
scale
singing.
of 1 to 10, just how scary is this?
It's
Standing there on your
really
own?
scary. I mean, I've done a one-woman show before. I did Tell Me on a Sunday in the
Yeah.
West End, Andrew Lloyd Webber's piece. That was over 10 years ago now. That's gone so fast. But it is really scary. But then also, once you get into it, you don't have time. After the first, 5 minutes, you just have to settle into it. You don't have time to think about anything else because it's just you on stage. There's nobody to cover you. You know, if something goes wrong, you just have to think on your feet.
Yeah.
But hopefully, things won't go wrong.
Well, it's called Some Girl I Used to
Yeah.
Know. It starts on 29th of January.
Yes, at
You're
the West
going all
Yorkshire
over the
Playhouse.
country as well, obviously, in that time. But you did co-write it as well, which puts an added pressure, I guess, on you performing it.
Yeah, it's massive pressure. I did a little run at the Leicester Curve Theatre in November just to try it out. Did 3 shows. It's the first time I'd put it in front of an audience. And it was a whole different experience for me because it's something that I've co-written and it's kind of my baby.
Yeah.
So when I was sitting in the dressing room, I literally was petrified, thinking, what if people don't laugh at the parts that I think are funny or, you know, the emotional parts that are sad, you know, you don't get any reaction at all. I was just, in my head, I was thinking, what if you just get this? The end of the show. But fortunately they loved it and it worked really well. But I've tweaked it since then. I've made some small changes to the story and to a couple of the characters.
So
But it is just me in it.
She's Stephanie Canworth.
Yes.
And this is a woman who appears to have it all. She's got a husband who loves her. She's a high-flying businesswoman. And then there is a Facebook message.
Yes.
She gets poked on Facebook.
She
I
gets
think,
a
doesn't
poke.
she? Yeah, she gets
Yes.
a poke.
From her first love.
If you're not on Facebook, that is proper terminology. and this is her first love, the love of her life.
Yeah, when she was younger, it was her first big love. And the reason I wanted to do this story is because when I was younger, I watched Shirley Valentine and I loved the way it reached out to a female audience. And it kind of changed a lot of women's lives. And I just talking to a lot of my girlfriends about situations they're in, relationships they're in, or some of them single, and talking to them. Everybody always talks about their first love and reminisces about those days. And we always look at it through rose-tinted spectacles. So I kind of wanted to do something based around that. And of course, this guy gets in touch with her. She's away on business, Stephanie Canworth, and she's in a hotel room where the whole play is set in a hotel room. And he's proposing to meet up with her because he's in town. And the whole show is about whether or not, it's about temptation, whether she should go down that road. Because obviously if she goes down that road, the marriage is over to her lovely husband, Paul. But it's whether or not she meets up with him.
And I assume as it's all set in a hotel room, the meeting would
be in the
not
hotel
take
room.
place
She
in
kind
the
of
hotel.
knows if he gets there what potentially could happen.
Yeah. And the music?
You like that, don't you?
I do. Well, I mean,
You're thinking, oh, it sounds a bit salty.
well, only if she meets him.
Exactly.
The music is like a mixtape of
It
the
is.
80s and 90s.
I love these tracks.
Oh, so do I. I wanted to pick songs. I love music so much. And there are a lot of songs that, are, you know, I've grown up listening to. Like, for instance, I cover one of the Sonia songs, You'll Never Stop Me From Loving You. And it's a great pop song, but lyrically it's fantastic. And when you actually slow it down and strip it down, I've got a fantastic musical producer, Steve Anderson. We've just put it with strings and turned it into a ballad, and it really works. So we've just put in iconic songs from the 80s and 90s, because when she's in the hotel room, she starts talking about her first love. She starts reminiscing about those days when she was growing up. Like she goes on holiday to Ibiza within the play. And so we just needed those songs kind of just to create the scene and the emotion. So we've put in some great songs.
How much of Stephanie is you?
I would say the part that's me is the emotional side of it. I'm a very emotional person, and in this show she goes on an emotional roller coaster. This character isn't based on my life. It's based on experiences that my friends have had and some of the experiences I've had. Like, I've had a first love, we all have. But she's every woman, and that's what I wanted her to be. And that's kind of when I watched Shirley Valentine, for me, that's what she was. At that particular time, all those years ago, she was every woman. Every woman that watched that film said, that's me. And their lives just changed, and women have changed. And of course, I've spun it, the kind of Shirley Valentine character on its head, and she's the successful businesswoman, career-minded, left everything till very late, having a child very late, like so many of my friends and like so many women out there.
Well, Betsy's just started nursery, hasn't she?
Yes,
So,
yeah.
so when you're on the road, how's that working?
Well, she's only doing 2 days a week. She's only 3, so she does 2 days, and then she's going to come and stay with me. So, yeah, we just kind of work it between us. So Lee's currently doing casualties, so we're very hands-on with her, and we split it between us. And yeah, she gets to see us both equally. It's lovely.
Well, good luck with it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It sounds amazing.
Just can I say the tickets are the play's called Some Girl I Used to Know. It's on somegirliused-to-know.com, and I'm doing a tour.
We'll
this
put,
next week. That'd be amazing.
We'll put a link on the website for
Come
you.
and see
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the 29th. It starts on the 29th of January. Just about to start rehearsals,
Yes.
aren't you?
Yeah.
Until the 19th of March. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Brilliant, Denise.
Pleasure.
As always, great to see you. And